Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chidi. I am a law graduate. Today, I'll be taking time to teach you some of the things that help me excel. I have a blog where I dish out information every day about student scholarship, and today I'm taking out time from my busy schedule to talk to you about scholarships. As a Nigerian student, as a student, an undergraduate or a postgraduate, you have chances of merits of scholarship worldwide, both locally in your country if you're not a Nigerian, and internationally. Most of these offers are for undergraduates, for masters, and PhD students. Now, I would start with the local scholarship. Now, in every country of the world, there is something in law called corporate social responsibility. It entails companies, corporate bodies, organizations that are profit driven in a country to give back to the society. And most of these companies give back to the society through the means of scholarship, through the instrumentality of scholarships. Now, the issue is that the information on these offers, when they are out, how to apply and where to apply, are not readily available to the public for reasons I cannot explain. Now, I'm stepping in to bridge that gap between the students and, of course, the companies. Now, the process is very simple. Just like I said before, it is part of corporate social responsibility, and of course we have some foundations, maybe people, individuals, companies, just have foundations and they award scholarships every day. For example, in Nigeria there are a lot of scholarships for undergraduates and for all manner of students. Now, if you are in Nigeria, for instance, in your year 1 and year 2, you have about 20 companies to make applications to, and you write the exam, and by the grace of God, if you pass, if you are good enough, you should be awarded. And for each one you get, will actually see you through from the level you want it to your final year. So assuming you get any in your 100 level, it will take care of your school expenses from 100 level to final year. Now, during my time in the university, I made a lot of applications because I was opportune and privileged to have information. Alright, in my year 1, I wrote a lot of exams in different parts of the country, and I got some. In total level, I also got some. Now, as a student, of course, there is NNPC Total, there is Chevron, there is Agbami for the medicals, and a lot of others. Now, all these offers are nothing less than 100,000 naira per year. There are so many students I know that are on 3, 4, and 5 different offers, and that equals 500,000 every year. While I was an undergraduate, I was on 4 different scholarships. Okay, of course, I was on the NNPC Chevron scholarship. I was paying 100,000. I was also on a state government scholarship that is moribund. I don't count it as part of the scholarship, but it pays 150,000. Anyway, I was also on the Manka United to Support Education scholarship owned by GMOVIA that pays also 150,000. The University Foundation scholarship pays 50,000. Actually, it's a foundation program, and of course the NNPC Total scholarship that also pays 150,000. If you aggregate that sum, then you should know how much you have. It should be above 500,000 naira. Now, if you look at all of this, it's just a question of information. It's a question of positioning yourself strategically to make these applications and write the exams. The process are very simple. You apply if only you know when they are out. Anyway, you make your application to them through their websites or through handwritten means or via mail or by post. No matter the requirement, you just fulfill it. Then they will invite you for exam. If at all your application is okay, you go for an exam, you write the exam. Some of them are computer based, some are of course paper and pencil. So when you are done with the exam, you wait for the results to come out. When the results are out, you know whether or not you're qualified. But one interesting thing actually is that the companies pay transport money. That is to take care of the cost of transportation to the venue of the exam, because students are deemed not to have money. Yes, that is the truth. So they will pay you money, just a little sum, maybe 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, as the case may be, depending on the distance, to cover your transport fare. So you give it a try. Even if you don't win, of course, you did not spend money, you did not waste your money, because they actually paid for your transport. All right. So when you write these exams and pass as many as you can pass, that will add up to the amount you're getting per year. There's nothing wrong with earning 500,000 or 600,000 or even 1 million naira from these offers while in school every year. Then you can save money, you can do a lot of things, even though you're a student. Who says the student cannot have money? You can, yes, if you want to. All right. Now, I am trying to give you tips that will help you in getting some of these offers. One is information. You must be connected to information flow and information source. You cannot apply if you don't know it is working, if you don't know it is on. Now, assuming there's an offer and you get to hear it only when it is gone, all right, that information is of no good to you, and therefore that is why we're coming in to dish out this information to people, to bridge the gap between what you know and what you should ordinarily know. All right. So, and there's a blog, the Scholarsarena, scholarsarena.net. You could visit it any day, www.scholarsarena.net. That is where you get information about scholarships, both locally and internationally. Now, after the issue of information, you also talk about application on time. Yes, it's very important you make application on time, because there are thousands of students who are going to write these exams. Now, these people are looking for means, the companies are looking for means to reduce the number of students that will apply or they will shortlist for exam. So if you don't apply on time, you may miss out. You may likely miss out. Now, the third thing to talk about is the issue of documents. Now, these documents have specific sizes, and there are requirements. You must follow those requirements to the letters, because if you fail there, they are looking for every means to even knock you off. So if you don't take time, if you don't obey the instructions they have on their website and application eligibility, you will likely lose out, and I know you wouldn't want to lose out. So you obey the sizes and formats. Some of the documents will require you to be in it will require that it will be in PDF. Of course, some should not be more than 200 kilobytes, and all of that. Just take your time and read the requirements. If you can follow it rightly, of course you'll be invited for interview. Now, the fourth thing to talk about is eligibility. Yes, you are an undergraduate, but you are not qualified for every scholarship. So you must take your time to read the eligibility and know whether or not you're qualified. For example, I studied law, and the Agbami scholarship during my time was meant for engineering and medical students, and surprisingly they pay a whopping sum of 200,000 naira. So even as whopping as the sum is for a student, I could not apply because I was not eligible. And even if you apply, they will not invite you, since I was not a medical student or an engineering student. So I had no business with Agbami whatsoever. So you must take your time to study the eligibility so that you don't waste your time. All right. Now, the fifth thing to talk about is apply to as many offers as you can. When I was in 100 level during my time in school, I made 14 applications in 100 level. I wrote a lot of exams. Of course, some succeeded and many did not. So you never can tell which one will succeed and which one will not succeed. So it is very important you make as many applications as possible. All right. Now, the sixth and final thing I will talk about today is follow-up. You don't just apply, write exam and stay, maybe you just relax. You must follow up things to get updates on the exams you've written and on new ones, and to know when the companies will release their list of successful awardees. Some of them will require verification. They will come to your school to verify whether you're a student, to verify your CGPA and all of that. So you must be in the know, you must follow up, and that is why Scholarsarena is a place to be. It's actually bridging the gap. It's actually a covenant product to bring out this information and to keep you in the know. And that is why you're encouraged to always visit www.scholarsarena.net for more of this. Now, I'll stop here for today. I want to encourage you to apply for as many scholarships as you can as a Nigerian student and as a student all over the world. There are so many offers out there, but if you don't research, if you don't take time to look for information, you will not know. And even when you get this information, it's very important you act on it, because if you don't, of course, nothing comes your way. Even if you're a master's or PhD student, there are so many opportunities for you out there. Look out for it. Visit Scholarsarena today and you will have a cause to smile. Thank you until I meet you again, and until I have time again to talk about issues related to scholarships. Stay blessed. Thank you.